Alright guys, so I haven't posted in a while, but now I have a little bit more inspiration to be working on the truck. I took a couple weeks off from working on it. I've been, I just daily stuff, work, coming home, not having time to do anything and stuff like that. But now I have a lot of other things that came in mind that I want to start to get doing. I already started it, and I'll show you the process of how I do it, kinda. I've never seen really anyone do this type of stuff. I've seen forums, but just description, it's just written, and I want to show you how to do it kind of step by step. But if this is wrong, then this is on me. I'm still learning as I'm going. First of all, I'm going to relocate my battery to the bed for clearance wise, because I'm having a problem with my wheel or tire rubbing against the wheel well. So I already had cut that out, but now I've run into the issue of not having enough room for the wiring harness and all this stuff. I eventually want to relocate it underneath the dash, but right now I feel like it's just temporary. I'm just going to extend the wires, cut them, extend them, solder them, heat shrink them, just to have some clearance. But I'll show you guys how I'm going to go about doing that. The battery's already in the bed. It's not, there permanently right now. I just was mocking everything up, seeing which wires. There's a lot of wires I'm going to have to, label, cut, solder back together, but it's going to take time, but it'll be worth it at the end. It'll have more clearance and it'll kind of be a little bit more wire tucked. But yeah, let's get this video started. I'm gonna eat right now, and then I'm gonna head to the garage and start doing some work. Alright, so that's how I don't know where the truck's at. It's been in the garage, just sitting here. But here are the wires that I was talking about. The wiring harness that's on the passenger side that's been bugging me. So here's the cutout I did on the wheel well, so the tire won't rub against the wheel well, essentially. But here's the fuse box. Yesterday I started messing with the, what's it called, all the electrical tape that was wrapped around all these wires. So these are the wires that I'm gonna have to be extending, about a foot each one. So there's at least, I don't know how many wires here, but there's a shit ton. Also, all these ones, this one, all these ones right here, these are all for the battery. Some are for the battery, some are just other plugs that have to get connected, to this thing over here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna extend them, raise them up, tuck them underneath here, where is it? Underneath here, and just run them all through there so you won't see them there. And then tuck them away back here, and then run them down here, and then connect those there. Shit. And then this is a ground that's already done there. This is all the this is the positive terminal, which will be replaced with this. This will be connected here, and all these other ones will be connected around. And then the positive battery, the battery will be in the back in the bed, so the positive will be running here, along here, down through here. As you can see, it's right here. Gonna be running through the back, and it's gonna be coming out here. Here's the battery, here's a positive, well, this is gonna be the positive terminal, and then the ground's right here. So I'm just gonna connect it straight to the frame down there through that hole, or make another hole, and then the battery will be strapped down here for now. And then the negative terminal, the ground of this side, is just connected to the, I think it's the head of the motor over here, right over there. So it's running down through there, and it's this one right here that's yellow and black. And I ran it down here, so it's right here now. So I'm just gonna connect that straight to the frame, cut it from here, and just what's it called? Ground it to the frame, so that way when it's grounded in the back to the frame, it completes the whole circuit, and hopefully it works. I don't know really a lot about electrical stuff, but I'm gonna learn. I'm overpaying people to do stuff for me. Not that it's a bad thing, but I'd rather learn than having to pay someone to do something that I could learn and get something out of. But it's all learning experience, and I'm gonna show you guys the process of what I have to do in order to get this wiring harness and everything tucked away. Just because there's so much stuff here that I don't even know what it is. I know what this is, but all these hello hoses and vacuum lines, I don't know what those are. I've read some forums that you can just unplug them and then plug them wherever they're coming from and then deleting that. That's what I'll eventually do, but just for now, just for temporary, I'm just gonna tuck the wires up here just so that the wheel won't rub them off and this and that. And then also be another step would be just taking the battery out, so that would clear more room. But yeah, I'm gonna head to the store right now and get some supplies, some wires, some heat shrink, some solder, and some other clamps. I need to clamp down for the what's it called, the positive gauge wire here, so it's gonna be strapped down to the frame so it won't move, so it's steady, so it just doesn't drag and doesn't, you know, eventually rip over time. But I'm gonna head to the store and then I'll be back and, you know, start cutting up, naming wires, numbering wires, and just time consuming type of thing. But sorry for all the talking, but it's just something I have to explain a lot just to get you guys to know what I'm gonna do and the process. But I'll be back. Alright, so I'm back from the store. I took a little while because I was looking for all this stuff, but at the end of the day it was like 60 bucks I spent. I needed wire strippers, didn't have any. I got some self-tapping screws for that part that's for the positive terminal, gloves, I got solder, electrical wire, and yeah, I think that's it. And then heat shrink. So I got gloves, heat shrink, wire strippers. These clamps are for the batteries, the positive, when it goes underneath, so it doesn't drag, so this holds it in place. Solder, like I said before, and all this stuff. So right now I'm gonna start cutting the wires and labeling them, and then after that, a little later, I'll take a break, and then I'm gonna start seeing if I could extend them and stuff. But I'm just gonna take my time, but I'll show you guys that process. Alright, so here's a fuse box that I was talking about that's in the way. I want to locate this. Focus. I want to run it through here, a little bit inside, but run it through the top, move it, and then just drill it right here. So it's right here. Move these wires out of the way and have it right here. So it's only gonna be about like, I want to say about like a foot of wire that I just need to extend. But there's probably a good around like 20-30 wires here, plus these ones. Well, I'm only extending the main ones, which is one of these ones. Well, basically all these I'm gonna have to extend. So yeah, I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna start with the first one. I'm gonna cut it. I don't know if I should cut it here. Well, here's one thing. First wire, cut. And I'm just gonna put tape like this on each one, name number 1 1, 2 2, and so on. But yeah, once I get all these cut off, I'll show you guys how that's done. Alright, so I just finished the labeling the wires, cutting the fuse box off completely, but everything's labeled there, 1 through 19. There was 19 wires there, and here's the mess that's left. So these are all the wires just for the, not this one, just for the fuse box. So these are all, I'm gonna have to solder 19 wires, plus these ones that I haven't included. So yeah, that's gonna take a little longer than I thought, but it's all worth it. It's all gonna be worth it because they're all gonna get extended to fit over there. But yeah, I put the shirt on and gloves because I cut here the other day and there's tiny pieces of metal that's everywhere, and I don't like getting it all over my hands. But yeah, I'm gonna start positioning where I want the fuse box, and then from there kind of like estimate how much wire I'm gonna need. But yeah, I'm gonna do this, and it's just a lot of work and time consuming, but I'm trying to put it out there because a lot of people don't like writing about it. I mean, not like they don't like making videos about it, they just, you know, write stuff about it. But I'm trying to explain it to where it's easier for you guys and to understand. If you guys ever want to do this, it's gonna be a pain in the ass and a lot of work. But yeah, I'm gonna start putting the fuse box where I want to see if it fits there, and if it does, then good, and if it doesn't, then I'm gonna have to find another place. But yeah, I'll get back to you once I finish mocking up, see where I want it. Alright, so I've been going at it for at least, what time is it? Let me check. Like 2 hours, maybe like an hour and a half. But from the last time I recorded, just labeling the numbers. I started on my first, let's see if it focuses. Well, I started on the first solder here. Doesn't focus. But you get the point. So I soldered one of the wires from the fuse box. So I soldered one, and I still need 18, 19 more to go. But I figured out a place where I want to put it. I figured out I could put it here, like that, and then run all the lines underneath, tucked away up here, run them here, and then run these ones through the side up here and run them back this way. And here's the wire that I soldered, and should be able to reach if I measured right, hopefully. But yeah, I don't know how long this video is gonna go for. I might make it a two-part since it is a lot of work, or I could just, you know, finish this step and then continue on to the next one of cutting these other ones. These ones are just like clips, so I'm gonna have to cut these and solder these to extend them over there as well. But yeah, I'm gonna get these done and I'll see where I'm at after this.